We're at the final stages now, and it's looking good. And I'm very interested. Show the wine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as I said before, the bottle is almost empty because it's all gone into that rice together with about, I'd say close to a litre of liquid.
Yeah.
Or maybe 3/4 of a litre. So we've got more than a litre of liquid, including the wine. What I'm going to do now, before I put the last drop of wine in there, is I'm going to tear open this grated cheese.
Yeah.
This is the Grana Padano, so it's Italian, it's like Parmesan cheese. Might have to take a scissor for this because sometimes these top bits are a little bit awkward. But the whole thing is going to go inside anyway.
And do you add more cheese when we serve this to the family?
Yeah.
Are you going to add cheese on top?
You want to have a look inside the pan,
Yeah.
What's happening? All of this is going to be absorbed. Just like 100 grams of cheese that I'm putting in here.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we're going to really add cheese, because you can if you like. We could take some down, but we don't need to, Now, you see it's got this slightly, it's not gooey, but it's kind of smooth consistency. The cheese is melting into the rice. And I like to have rice which has got a bit of a liquid texture. So it's not going to go completely dry and stodgy. And at this stage, what we're going to do is we're just going to add this last drop of wine. So we get the flavor of the wine.
Interesting.
And then we will go downstairs quite soon, in about 3 minutes.
Is that Swiss wine?
This is no, it's actually Chardonnay. It's a French cooking wine. So it's one of these rather cheaper wines, but it's good for cooking. It has fruity flavour.
And Guy,
it's quite nice.
One of the things I discovered yesterday, which I think I'd forgotten, is you actually worked in restaurants, before you went on to your academic and your career in Geneva and working with various NGOs. What was your restaurant experience?
Well, I tell you what, I took over a restaurant which is quite country food kind of restaurant, Swiss typical restaurant, doing these things that we were looking at yesterday, rösti, bratwurst, sausages, and kind of wholesome food. And it was run by a couple, this restaurant. They weren't so interested anymore, so they asked me to kind of run it, do the cooking, but also be front line, kind of also engaging with the customers. There was a garden bit outside, an interior bit, and actually there was also a separate room where people could have events and stuff. And the other experience I had was I took over for about a year a theatre restaurant. So, there was a theatre and adjacent there was a restaurant. That was kind of international cuisine. So the range is a little bit Switzerland too.
And what did you learn from working in, you've done a lot of different jobs. What did you learn working in restaurants?
Well, to my mind, if you bear the full responsibility, it's a sort of 24/7, 6 to midnight, 6 morning till midnight kind of job. You've got to be dedicated. And I think passion and dedication and commitment are the key words that also exemplify a good, committed cook.
Good. Well, I think we're at the final stages now.
We're good to go,
We're good to go. And, do you test the risotto now?
I will probably take a spoon and just, dip it in here.
And how do you want it to taste at this stage?
I would like it to be, to have the cheese flavour, a little bit of the saffron inside, so we get that. Not too salty. The stock wasn't too much for this amount. And, slightly creamy texture. So I'm just going to try this one. And I like to feel the grains of rice still.
Okay,
So I think we're perfect. I've turned off the plate, so it just sort of keeps hot. And then we'll be going to the table.
Brilliant. Let's go and eat.
Let's do that.
Yep.
Good.
Great.
We're done.